Okay, one of the other things I did when video camera was down, well actually I did this already, but I lost the video so I'm redoing it, is I installed a water softener in the boat. Now this water softener I've had for 20 years. It's been in 2 motorhomes. When I moved into my shop and my business, I installed it in the shop because the water in the shop was terrible. I mean, it was rusty. Had to clean the toilet about every 3 days. It had this orange ring around it. So I installed the water softener. And what's cool about it is you just put a little bit of salt in there. I use 2 boxes of Morton salt. You can buy boxes for like 50 cents a piece. Put 2 of them in there. It's got its own valve system here, and it runs, it's a winder. It's manual, but it works great. Never failed. You spin this over, it takes 2 hours. Now the only downside to this is this little guy takes about 30 gallons of water flushing it. But it will soften around 3,000 to 4,000 gallons. And so you have to open this little valve when you do it. You can see my little sign because I'm kind of dumb and don't pay attention sometimes to what I'm doing. But you put the salt in and you let that sit for a couple days so that it kind of turns into a brine. And then you open the little white valve and you turn this on and she starts flushing out the brine tank in there. And total it takes about a little over 2 hours. And then I've got 2 inline filters installed. One's a sediment filter, one is a charcoal filter, and then that valve right there, this it goes actually up onto the deck, which I'm going to do another video on, which hooks into the freshwater system, which I installed because all I had on this boat here was I've got the 130 gallon water tank, but I had to fill it manually outside, sticking a hose into the port for it. So that was kind of a pain in the ass. Well, now I've got a actual hose outside running, and when I need water to fill the tank, or if I just want to run off the water without using the tank, I open this valve up, and I got 2 more valves down below where all my plumbing's at, and I can open up one valve and I can fill my 130 gallon tank up, which is all softened water, and or I can open up the other valve and just run fresh water through the system and use that all the time in a 130 gallon tank and just either sit empty or it can stay full, and I won't be using that until I actually get out and get going. So the water here is actually really good, but that softener just makes a heck of a difference. I mean, you use just a little dab of soap for your hair and gel and that stuff like that for your body. I mean, it suds up like crazy. So it's a good little system. And I've looked on eBay. I bought this on eBay back, like I said, 20 years ago, around that area. And I've looked for another one and never found one, because this is just like a regular water softener, except for it doesn't have all the electronic bullshit that goes with it that can go wrong. It's all just manual. So, that's it for this video. Say goodnight, Mel.
Good night.